Hey, everybody. Welcome to the YouTube Lead Gen Show, hosted by Christina Smallhorn and myself, Malcolm Lawson. Christina and I have both generated millions of views on YouTube and tens of thousands of subscribers and earned hundreds of thousands of dollars in commissions from the leads we generate off of our real estate YouTube channels. And on this show, we mastermind about using YouTube in our real estate businesses. Christina, how are you today?
I am good. I'm really good. Do you know why I'm good, Malcolm?
I know why, but I don't think everybody else knows why. Why are you doing so darn fantastic today, Christina?
I'm halfway to my goal. I've made it to 25,000 subscribers. 25,000 subscribers. My goal for the end of this year is to be at 50,000 subscribers. Last year at this time, I was at maybe 2,500. So, I mean, that is in exponential growth. I'm very excited about it. And I'm glad my content strategy, my niche specific strategy has worked.
Yeah, that is huge. 25,000 subscribers on a real estate channel. I mean, that's kind of a big distinction. Some channels are easier to grow, but real estate's a very tough niche. There's literally maybe half a dozen agents that I can think of that have 25,000 subscribers or more.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of them kind of focus on other topics as well, either luxury or financing or investing or something like that.
Or they've been on the platform a lot longer.
Right. Yeah. Like Ryan Seacrest is somebody that comes to mind. Or the real estate agents, they're actually making content for other real estate agents.
Ryan Seacrest is no, not Ryan Seacrest. Sirhan. Sirhan.
Yes, that guy.
Ryan Seacrest is the DJ. Hello.
Whatever that guy's name is.
Yeah, whatever.
The one with the really good hair.
But I mean, he made it on YouTube because he already had an audience.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Like, he already had a recognizable face. He'd been on television.
Yeah, that may actually not be the best comparison because you're right. He was on like $1 Million New York Agent or some show like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not quite a fair comparison. So yeah, as far as like full-time real estate agents who got into YouTube, yeah, there's only a handful that it kind of is up at that tier, and you're growing quick too. That's crazy. You got that far, like 22,000 subscribers in the last 12 months or so, right?
Yeah. So it was October of this year. October to this year, I was at 3,200 or 3,500, right around there. Mm-hmm. And then I had a video to take off, and then I've had several videos after that take off. I have one video that's only 25,000 views away from 1 million. It'll be my first video I've ever had. It was published 4 months ago, and it's going to be at 1 million views by a month from now. I'm sure of it.
So that's pretty wild. That's a heck of an achievement. I've been on YouTube for 6 years, and I think the highest video I've ever gotten, actually, it was about a month ago. It was up to 900,000. So yeah, getting 1 million views, like that's something that very, very few, even professional YouTubers ever do. A lot of them, they just kind of grind it out. They'll make videos that get 5,000-10,000 views, and they just make a lot of those videos. So hitting a home run like that, I mean, that's a heck of an achievement there. That's great.
I can't believe it.
Yeah. Which video was that again? Was that the Amazon one?
That was the Amazon one, yeah. And the thing is that I would have never thought that video was going to be the one that reached 1 million views. I'll tell you why. But I'll tell you why. There's numerous videos on YouTube on the same subject. There are numerous videos on the 5 homes you can buy on Amazon. There's several videos on that. So, and they don't have nearly as many views. So I guess the whole formula of how I did it, and that's what made it click, I guess. I don't know.
And it's all because you got the right keywords in there, right? And you start with keywords in your title. Isn't that how you do it? That's how you get 1 million views? No, that's not right?
No. It literally has nothing to do with keyword research. And actually, if you look at the tags in there, and I'm not joking, please listen to me. The tags that I put in there were the ones that recommended by TubeBuddy and vidIQ. They are not the ones that I spent hours on keywords everywhere. That's nonsense. That is not the way that you get views, nearly 1 million views. That's not how it works.
Yeah, I agree with that. You mean you can't outsmart Google and just stuff a bunch of keywords in there?
No.
That's great.
No.
What do you think? What do you think the secrets are to getting 1 million views on a video? Or what is the core tips or strategy to get 1 million views on a video?
I think you have and I'm being completely serious. I think you have to study other people that are doing the same exact thing
Okay.
as you. You study them, see what's working for them, and emulate that, but don't copy word for word. Like don't do it exactly the same. But do it in your own style where you're actually being a real person and like you're not faking it, and you will come off better. You just have to look what other people are doing that's more successful than you, and then try to emulate that yourself and try to be at that top level.
Right.
I don't win with every video, I did one that I thought for sure was going to do awesome, and it did terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
It's funny how that happens. My channel that's got 82,000 subscribers, my last video only got like 1,000 views in the first few days. And it just shows that, your subscribers are not going to watch anything that you put out there. You have to put out good content that really captivates them. Subscribers not that easy button that guarantees you views. You have to still put in the work and make that good content.
Well, my last video it was over a week ago, and it's got 857 views, which is dreadful.
Oh,
dreadful. And it has great audience retention. And I thought for sure it resonate with my audience, because it's been one of the things I do is I look at the comment sections of my videos. And when I looked at that comment section, a lot of people were like, I would never buy one of these. They're tornado magnets. I'll never buy one of these. They're tornado magnets. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to break this down and actually figure out if these houses are tornado magnets. Are they really? So I did a bunch of research. I showed a bunch of different articles. I showed a bunch, because the answer wasn't as cut and dry as I thought it was going to be. I thought for sure I was going to be like, you guys are idiots, but I was kind of wrong. There is a little semblance of truth to it, and I showed exactly why it was kind of true. And I thought for sure that video was going to do great.
Yeah, it's a cool concept, and I remember you showing me. I saw the thumbnail for that one. It was a really cool thumbnail that really definitely got my attention. So, what was the title of it?
The title was our manufactured homes actually, like big capital words, actually tornado magnets.
Yeah, that's interesting. Then that one didn't work out. It just all comes down to the human being, and you have to make something that they want to click on. And I guess that audience, I guess they're not that interested in, or maybe that just scares them. I don't know.
I don't know either. And when the video came out, there was a bunch of tornadoes that had come through, and I actually was using video clips of news reports that they heard. The only thing they showed was manufactured home parks. So I kept using that as is there some semblance of truth to what they're saying, and why is it they're saying it?
Right.
And then I gave some safety tips and all sorts of stuff. I liked that video, and I was very disappointed that it didn't work out.
Sometimes we got sleeper videos. They take a few months, and then YouTube finally finds the right audience or the right whatever for them, the right videos to suggest next to them. And then they really start taking off. I've definitely had plenty of videos like that.
I wondered if it had something to do with the fact that I had changed my channel from a personal channel to a branding channel, because it happened right around the same time. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got the same issue on my channel sometimes. I'll have one hundreds of thousands of views, and the next video just kind of flops. It just kind of happens sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah, but it did get me phone calls, which was weird because I only got 800 and something views on it, but I got 2 phone calls from it.
Yeah, so, that's great.
I don't know.
I
guess it was still successful then.
Yeah, I've got a video about PCSing to Andrews Air Force Base. It's got maybe 3,000 views on it. It's maybe a year and a half old. And I've closed like 7 or 8 deals from that one video, and it's only got 3,000 views. So it's not like, you don't, sometimes the videos with the...
So what was your commission on that? Those 3 views? Like 3,000 video views for a video that took you maybe let's just say a day and a half.
Yeah.
So how much commission was that?
Probably like $60,000 in commission over the last 2 years from one YouTube video.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
That's a winner. Yeah.
And
so
I got
the views are nice, but when you close a deal, that's like,
yeah. And I submitted an offer for somebody who found me from that video. Just yesterday, I submitted an offer. I have one YouTube lead under contract right now. Yesterday, I submitted 2 different offers for 2 other YouTube leads. I'm hoping to have 3 YouTube leads under contract here pretty shortly.
You mean this YouTube stuff works? Like
who we just had somebody who said that they closed their first deal. Paul. Paul.
Yep.
Closed his first YouTube deal the other day. That's fantastic for him.
And he really stuck it out because I mean he you know, it was slow going for him for a little bit, and he really believed in the idea enough to keep going with it. And that is kind of the true, you know, especially when you don't know what you're doing. When you start YouTube, you just kind of keep throwing videos up and hope for the best. Daryl Eves calls it the spaghetti against the wall method.
Right. Yeah.
And I get that, you know, and that was something I really wanted to touch on because I saw a conversation going kind of back and forth between a few agents, and they were talking about YouTube. And the one agent was saying that they were trying to find their niche in this. And then the other agent was saying, well, just put up as much videos as you can and see what sticks. You know, like they said they were going for a long game method. But I'm just going to say this, you know, you can have your own niche or whatever it is, but focus on the type of people that are going to be watching your content. You can't have a bunch of videos about helping the real estate agent, you know, and then all of a sudden have a buyer's video about buying a home. And then you have another video about something else because it disconnects your audience. If you're using your YouTube channel to get buyer and seller leads, you want to focus that content on buyer and seller leads and what those people would be interested in, whether it's you know, restaurants in the area that are close to certain neighborhoods, whether that's, you know, but make it specific for someone purchasing or selling a home. Don't put a bunch of videos about real estate that has to do with real estate agents because it disconnects the people that are trying to watch your videos. So when you're going for that particular long game, you're going to be in it for a really long time spinning your wheels.
That's one of the biggest mistakes I always see real estate agents make is that they put up content for the consumer, and then on the same channel they put up content for other real estate agents, and it's a real weird thing to do that, and it's kind of a big disconnect. You know, if somebody finds your video about moving to your area and they're like, wow, this is a really cool guy, let me go check out his other videos, and the next video that they find of yours is how to handle objections at the closing table or at the listing appointment, it's kind of a real disconnect there. And they're missing out on opportunities. If somebody watches one of your great videos and then YouTube suggests another one of your videos, but it's for real estate agents, they're not going to click on that. And you're missing out on that opportunity, potentially missing out on a subscriber because you have 2 different audiences on one channel.
And it did work for, I mean, I've seen some agents that have pretty large channels, but they've also, and they do have it like that. But they've also been on the platform for like 10 years, you know?
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's a couple of them. And, but I mean, it's like, I don't know. It just that does not connect with YouTube now. That's not a good strategy moving forward. Just, you know, think of the audience first before you know, decide to put out a video. You know, whatever that video is. Think about the people that are going to be actually watching it. And dial it back on the fact that, you know, you're not that interesting enough that even the buyer and seller would want to watch your tips for real estate agents. You know, like you got to just really focus on your audience.
So we got a question here. Jennifer says, do you all run ads on YouTube for your videos?
I don't.
I really don't either. I'm all organic. You know, I focus on search traffic. Christina focuses more on the browse and suggested traffic.
Which is still search, by the way. Just saying.
What do you mean?
Because, all right, so if you search up.
Oh, yeah, I get what you're saying. If you optimize for browse, you can still get it on search. Yeah.
You're still on search, you know, like that's.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, one of your videos you're saying is still on the first page of Google for what, mobile homes or something like that?
Yeah, like 3 of my videos.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, I don't know, whatever.
I think there's real merit to running some YouTube ads. There are some strategies I would like to, I'm implementing right now But now that's not my main strategy. I like free. I like getting my stuff to rank organically.
Do you know the guy that you had on? I can't think of
Ken Kozak?
Ken Pozak. He runs YouTube ads. Has had
Yeah.
very good success with it. I've heard other agents say they've had success with it. I've never done that strategy because it's been organic and I haven't needed it.
Like one I want to run is with the YouTube ads. There's a couple different ways you can do it. You can do pre-roll ads where they play before a video. You can do as a like up next video or like a suggested video alongside of other videos. So it's kind of cool. You can actually target specific videos. So you could say people in your area, if they're watching videos on Zillow YouTube channel, they want your ads, your videos to show up next to them. But what I want to do is right now, if you type in Maryland real estate agent YouTube, like the first 8 videos are not mine. They're all like how to get your license in Maryland. They're not other agents, just educational content to get your license. And I was thinking about running an ad just to make my video #1 on that when people search for Maryland real estate agent. And that's the kind of the challenge that Ken has, is that since he's down in Orlando, a lot of his videos don't organically rank because he's got so much competition with Disneyland down there.
Oh yeah.
And the only way for him to get his videos to be at the top of search result for moving to Orlando, living in Orlando, buying a home in Orlando, etc., is to run those ads. So in that situation, I think, I got no problem with doing that.
I don't have a problem with it, not at all. I mean, if I needed that, I would definitely turn to that.
Yeah.
Because the ads are very inexpensive.
Yeah.
They're cheap. They're
cheaper than Facebook.
I was just gonna say they're cheaper than Facebook, but you have to know how to run an ad correctly. You can't just put a video up and you run that as an ad. You have to do it correctly to make it work. So, and I don't know how to do that. I'm not gonna pretend that I do.
Right. It's a whole nother complicated thing. I'm learning it right now. I mean, I've run a few ads. They're not really quite optimized yet. I'm still kind of trying to mastermind with a few folks and tweak that.
Right. And it takes time, like nobody in anything, nobody comes out of the gate like hitting, like a billion, whatever. Yeah. Some lucky ones do, but that's like winning the lottery. We're all learning at this. Nobody's like really the master expert.
And sometimes running ads, I mean, that's why we're masterminding. We're learning from each other and everybody else. Sometimes running ads can actually hurt your channel. I've known several big channels that they just throw a bunch of money at YouTube and they run these ads to get people to subscribe, like a pre-roll ad, and they get a bunch of subscribers, but then those people don't actually like their content. I did this. I saw a pre-roll ad for a channel called Crypto Beetle, and I was like, oh man, that channel sounds awesome. Yeah, I'm into cryptocurrency. Sure, I'll subscribe. And I subscribed right there in the pre-roll ad. And then his content started showing up in my newsfeed, and I was like, man, this content sucks. I don't like this at all. And honestly, it took me like a couple of months to finally get around to unsubscribing to him. So just me being like an uninterested subscriber, I'm just lowering his click-through rate every time one of his videos gets an impression of my feed.
A lot of channels too I've seen, and I've only seen this on maybe 2 real estate channels, but they ran contests to get people to subscribe, right? And that will kill a channel too. There's been a few that did that, and they'll even say that was a bad idea. But I will say, I know what most people are here for, Malcolm. They want us to review channels.
Oh, is that what they want?
But tell them what you want, what you really, really want. I'll tell you.
We can do that, definitely.
Yes, people love those.
So Jennifer says, yeah, it's hard in Atlanta too. So much competition. Yeah, there could be a lot of competition.
Yeah.
I'm in a kind of a smaller city, Annapolis. I mean, it's not really small, but there's literally nobody in my city doing YouTube right now.
There hasn't been anybody in my city doing YouTube ever. The whole time I've been doing this. I mean, there is a couple agents, but they just kind of throw up some listing videos and they have terrible titles and thumbnails, and they never even get any views. So it's not even competition.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I should clarify. There are people doing YouTube in my area, but they're terrible at it. They don't know what they're doing. I don't know. I've actually helped out a few of them, but
I know I try to help some people out, but I think they think I'm lying to them or I'm trying to take them off track. Like this one person was like, well, I've got a guy. Well, that guy contacted me. He was from Fiverr and had no idea.
You're right.
And then he sent me an example and I said, this isn't this isn't because of YouTube magic. You ran an ad. I can tell by looking at it. So
yeah, there's a lot of people who say they know YouTube and they really don't. You know, they'll say I'll edit your YouTube videos, and they're just terrible. They're not really optimized for that platform, or they'll make thumbnails that are really not that great and optimized for the platform.
no.
So
And thumbnails are like one of those things that you're constantly like tweaking and changing. And, you know, that's why I got so burned up about my, you know, that one guy stealing my thumbnail. Granted, it wasn't exactly the same, but it was 100% a ripoff of my thumbnail. And it was something that took him 5 seconds, was like days of me making sure that that thumbnail was perfect. So, I mean, whatever. Whatever. Let's get to what people really want to hear about.
All right. So we've got a lot of these. So I know we did Erica Wolf, and maybe this is probably where we're at right now. Let's open up her channel. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
All right.
We have not done this channel.
Goss team. Let us help guide your home.
No, good guide. Let us guide
you home. Home smart, professional estate. Okay.
Can I make my channel banner like real quick? Yes. I love that mission statement. Let us guide you home. That should be the biggest part of your banner. That is your statement. Let us guide you home. You know, and then you can have those logos and stuff can be a lot smaller, and maybe it's a very white background. So have something that a little bit more like eye catching and popping. But I like your statement a lot. Yeah. That's one of the few I really like.
Yeah, I might steal that. Okay, the Lawson Group. Let us guide you home. No, I'm not gonna steal it. Yeah,
I would steal it. It's good. That's like a one.
I'm not a big fan of using white in your banner or your icon or your thumbnails, just because it's literally on a white background. So it literally just blends right into YouTube.
Unless you're in the dark mode.
Yeah, unless somebody's in the dark mode. Most people are not, though, if I had to guess. Can you do dark mode on a desktop, or is it only on phones?
I do it on my desktop.
Oh, cool. Okay, I've never done that. But yeah, like to what Christina is saying, I like having the kind of a mission statement or the value proposition nice and big. So somebody comes here, they know exactly, what the purpose of the channel is and who the target audience is. So yeah, I would make Let Us Guide You Home much bigger, and then make your team name and the Home Smart and all this other stuff much smaller. And maybe even take this out, Home Smart Professional Real Estate.
Well, move it to the left where it's not dead center where most people would see it on a mobile device. You can move that over to the left, move those icons around, make your mission statement bigger, have a nice gradient type background, whether it be houses or even if you want it to be like one solid color, just kind of make it more dimensional solid color. So it isn't just like where it looks like, very one dimensional. Try to make it pop more.
Yeah, if you have too much text in a banner, people are just not going to read it. They're not going to read all those, not going to read everything on here. The hashtag, the Goss team sold my house. That's kind of a long hashtag. Yeah, I would take that out, take this out, make this bigger, Let Us Guide You Home, and then maybe have the Goss team.
Maybe there's some houses in the background, and maybe
pictures of some houses or your city.
Something. But I still like their mission statement. I like it. Their little call to action. I don't know. I like it. It describes the whole channel.
I like that you have a call to action here as your link to your website. I kind of like the arrow as well. You can also add some text here. Say free home valuation in your banner, and then right above the arrow, just to really catch their eye.
Or check out our featured listings,
Yeah, search for homes, featured listings, contact us, any kind of call to action like that.
Right.
Good go, pretty good right here. What about the channel name? That is a long channel name.
Yeah, I would take it down a lot.
Yeah, you could just have the Goss team.
Yep.
There's kind of a couple different ways to go with channel names. You can do
real estate afterwards. The Goss team real estate, like hyphen real estate, so that way people knew it was about real estate.
Yeah, I generally like shorter names for channel titles. Yeah, I mean, personally, I would just go with the Goss team, or go with your name, or you can go with like a search term or something that hints at your value, like living in blank, or moving to blank, or blank real estate, something along those lines. Your channel icon, that's not great at all. You can tell you just kind of threw that up there. I can't read that text even when I'm on a desktop, and when you're on a mobile device, the channel icon's super small, so there's no way that they could read it. I would just zoom in on your face and just make your face like the big part of the icon. That's what a lot of YouTubers do, and it's pretty easy to do that.
I just did that myself.
Yeah, let's take a look. Let's take a look at it.
I'm like, honestly, channel banners and icons and all this stuff makes me like crazy.
Yeah.
Now it's just normal. It's just.
Yeah, I mean, I like that. I like the pink because it really stands out. It really gets your attention. I like that you got just a big, clear value proposition right here. Real estate for everyone. Boom. It's pretty easy. And why I like the bright color ones is because it really catches your attention here, and that more people are gonna be more likely to click on your icon and check out your channel if it catches their attention. If it's white, like on the Goss team, it's just gonna kind of blend in beneath your videos.
So I'm looking at her banner right here, and see that arrow kind of shows up in, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? The arrow actually shows up in the banner on a mobile device. So it kind of looks strange. So you probably want to move that arrow just over a smidgen so it doesn't show up on a mobile device.
Are you talking about on the Goss team?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna question about that. Yeah, it does look like it's not quite over far enough. Yeah. So Goss, yeah, your channel banners are kind of weird because it's one image that's displayed on mobile devices and desktop, and a mobile device, it kind of cuts it off right about here. So she's saying that you kind of see part of that arrow on a mobile device, but not the whole thing.
Scoot it over a little bit.
Yeah, put it right over there. Add some text to it. Maybe change the background to something a little bit brighter, or like an actual color. So what I'm seeing here is a whole lot of screen grabs as thumbnails. Right, I'm not seeing any custom thumbnails. Yeah, none of these have custom thumbnails on them.
The titles need some work too.
Yeah. So, 4 hours ago. So he's pretty active on here.
Is it a he or she? I think it's a he and she. It's both of them. It's a team. It isn't just a him or her. It's both of them. Are you there? Uh-oh. Did we get lost again? Hello? Uh-oh. Hold up. Did we lose him? I think we lost him.
Hey.
Yeah, what happened to you? What happened?
I don't know.
I was like, hello. It's a he and a she, by the way. It's
okay, the Goss team. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's a boy and a girl.
Yeah, some reason my internet had a hiccup.
Oh, well, that wasn't me. I didn't do it.
You didn't hiccup on my internet?
No. Are we? Yeah, we're live there. Okay, I was just checking.
Yeah, so I don't see any custom thumbnails. Every video that you upload should have a custom thumbnail made for that video. And so you're saying you're not wild about the titles either?
No, I'm not, because, well, and there's a reason. If we were just going to be a YouTube search channel, who's going to be searching up Goss team and PRMI market and Q&A RI realtors? No one's going to be even typing that in. Like, that's not even. So think about how people, if you were going for a YouTube search, think how people would type in Google, like when they're trying to answer their own questions. They're looking for information, and Julie's routine. I don't know. It doesn't add up. Like, there's a lot of keywords that you put in there, like real estate, and then you're stuffing your title, but that's not.
What is going on over at your house right now?
Oh, Sydney. I'm on a live stream. You're very loud. I'm on a live stream.
Somebody banging pots and pans over there?
No, like, I'm gonna be like, I'm on my laptop today, so I'm gonna be very honest with you. Oh, hold on. I was gonna show you, but she's over there like making tater tots, so I will move myself I'll remove.
All right. That's all right.
So, yeah. So I would just try to think of your title like people are searching that, or make it more engaging.
Yeah, and I agree with that. The titles. So generally, you want to keep your titles below 55 characters or so, and that's because 55 characters is how long titles are before they get truncated on I think on mobile devices. And what that means is they're getting cut off here, and you see these couple of dots there. I know it also kind of looks like he's doing some keyword stuffing here. Rhode Island realtor, real estate. He's just kind of cramming a bunch of keywords in there.
Right, and that's not going to work.
top real estate team, yeah. So somebody's decision to click on your video is based entirely on your thumbnail and the title. And when you have a title like this, tech-enabled team, Rhode Island realtor, real estate, the Goss team, the top real estate team, that doesn't make me want to click on it. That doesn't entice me to want to click on the video at all. It doesn't really tell me what the video is about either, and you can tell you're just kind of stuffing keywords in there. And that that practice used to work in like 2008 and 2009, but that keyword stuffing stuff doesn't really work these days.
And Google said as much.
Yeah. Google's come out saying that much, and they may actually start penalizing videos, is what I heard, that they think are keyword stuffing like that and trying to game the algorithm.
They've been saying that for a long time. I'm not sure.
Yeah. So, I would definitely work on your titles and try to get a little bit more, what kind of title can you create that would make somebody want to click on the video? And then I would go back and update your thumbnails as well. It looks like these ones are, let's click on this one. Is that still a screen grab? Okay. Yeah. So those are just screen grabs. Yeah. If you want your video to perform well on YouTube, it really needs a custom thumbnail, and the thumbnail, again, it has to make people want to click on the video. That's the first challenge, is getting them to click. So these videos here about meet so and so, I think that's fine. I have a video like that on my channel. Who is Malcolm Lawson? I think it's good for people to build that relationship with you.
I've never done that.
No,
I don't think anybody cares who I am. Honestly, that's all. I don't think anybody cares who I am.
And then what's your theory about titling listing videos? I know you do a lot of listing videos.
My titles for listing videos go exactly with the same thought process. Instead of like using the address of a property, which the only people that are going to be Googling the property address are the sellers and the people that are probably buying the house, or they've already looked at the house. I use this strategy. Awesome house for sale in Gonzales with a swimming pool. So I use the fact that it's in Gonzales, it's for sale, and that it has a swimming pool, because that's how people are going to be looking. I'm looking for a house with a swimming pool. So believe it or not, those rank up there, right there with Zillow and Realtor.com. Those will rank just as high if you title them that way. And then I put the property address within the first line of the description.
Yeah. I think, that's a clickable title. Nobody really cares about the address. Just seeing an address doesn't make me want to click on it. But yeah, if you kind of describe like the best feature, like a brand new updated kitchen in so-and-so, that make people really want to click on it. And you can put the address down in the description of the video or as a tag or something. You don't need to have it as a title.
With a listing, you just want to get as many eyes as possible on that listing. So I use titles that will make people, entice them to even click on it in the first place. And if it's someone in your area, they're more likely to share it if they found the video. So that's just my...
Yeah. So, go back. You can go back and update all these videos. Hire somebody, get an assistant, a high school kid, and just have them make custom thumbnails for all the videos. Try to make a little bit more clickable titles on them. And that's probably all the feedback I have for them right now.
Yep. Click on the about section real quick.
Oh no. Okay. That's a good idea. Let's see. Let's go back to the Goss team. Where is it? Let's take a look. And go into about.
Oh, okay. They got a good.
Yeah, they got a nice little description there. It did look like they don't have their default descriptions set. I saw one of these really didn't have much of a, Yeah, I mean, at the very least, put your contact information down in the description. What if somebody finds this video and they want to reach out to you guys?
Yeah,
You
I use
know,
the same like signature bottom as I do on all my emails at the bottom of my YouTube videos. And you'd be surprised how many people contact you. I had a lady from New Jersey that's moving down here that contacted me during all this quarantine stuff. So, you know, it was because she found my information in the description. So,
yeah, what if somebody finds this house and they love it and they want to give you a call? Yeah, you don't have any contact information down here. And you can set that one time and it automatically will upload as your default description. If you go into your settings, you can set a default description. But in mine, I usually have links to my website, some social media accounts, a little like bio about me, links to playlist of some other videos that they may be interested in. And it's automatically does it.
I put the link to the listing itself in the description as well. So that way they click on it, then it gets them in my on my website. So then they'll want to contact me for more information. Because if they're gonna like for more, I have a little like, you know, emojis and that has the arrow. This is for more information about this particular home or for more details of this particular home, click here, you know? And so that way it takes them automatically to my website, which is a lead capture site anyway. So that's what you want to do.
Good. So do you still do that in your descriptions?
I don't.
Yeah, you got your some information in here, some links to other playlists and other videos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely one of the first things anybody should do is set that default description on their channels.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's open up Insignia Studios. No, I don't want to subscribe. You tricky.
I know. People like that. Yeah.
Hey, let me go back and check and see if we have any comments real quick before we move forward. So Jeremy here says, I'm in a really small city with a population under 50,000, with 4,100 agents. There's a bunch of competition here. Yeah, we have 50,000 agents in Maryland, and Maryland's a pretty small state. We still have 50,000 agents. Jennifer says, just changed some of my thumbnails this morning if you want to review my channel. Yeah, great.
Let's do it.
Yeah, can you post a link? Post a link. Unless is she in the group? Maybe I can find it through the group.
She is in our group.
Yeah. Can I just do a search?
La, 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 la.
Yeah, Jennifer. Yeah, she's really really happy with her thumbnails that she's been working on.
It seems like a lot of people have improved their whole thumbnail game, which is it means the message is getting across how important those little silly pictures. You wouldn't think that silly picture makes such a difference, but it really does.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference. And yeah, I mean, you're right. Her original thumbnail, it was kind of very just bland. One of these ones she had was kind of not really exciting. And then yeah, look at that one. That's another great thumbnail right there. Like that would make me want to click on that video.
Mm-hmm. Well, no one can see it.
Oh wait, am I not sharing it?
No, you're not sharing. No one knows what you're talking about.
I'm just a crazy person.
Yeah, you are crazy. Crazy Malcolm.
Crazy Malcolm.
Hilarious.
I was just saying I like Jennifer's
I liked this one.
Yeah.
I liked this one, but she picked a different one, I think.
So that's a good one.
Down. She scrolled. This is the one she picked. If it comes up. There we go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that looks good. March market update. And I mean, I like that she has the city, that way that's probably a pretty recognizable skyscraper as well. So people instantly like recognize like, oh, that's my city and kind of put two and two together. And then she had another one that I really liked with the grass. Yeah.
I loved that one. I was like, these colors pop. It reminds me of spring. It was perfect. I liked that one a lot.
Yeah. No, that's a good thumbnail. Mortgage that like the hands and everything, it really draws my eyes to those words. And it's simple. They shouldn't have 7-10 words on there. It's my attention.
I liked it a lot.
So let's take a look. Let's go back to her channel here. And we'll go right to videos and take a look here. Yeah, I mean, big difference with her thumbnails, like the last half a dozen or so compared to a lot of these, which kind of look like just screen grabs.
Way better. More better. Way more better.
Way better, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, see this one here, your face is so small in it that Yeah. Oh, well, Christina always says is you want to be able to see the whites of your eyes.
That didn't come from me. I wish I was the one that originated that. That was a Jeremy Vest thing.
Well, it's true. And I can see the whites of your eyes in this one here. Yeah, I mean, that's a big difference. And look at that, 118 views, 1,000 views, 167 views. And then if you go back, okay, a year ago, 8 views, 33 views, 15 views. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's largely because of the thumbnails and the titles. That's where it all starts.
Yep. Makes a difference.
Cobb County Schools, Jennifer Rehomes. I wouldn't put that in your title. It looks like you're putting the Jennifer Real Estate Homes in there.
Your tags, you could use that as a tag. I use my name as a tag. I use my like my little Your Real Estate Whisperer as a tag. I've always put those in my tags, but I don't put it. It's not necessary in a title. Yeah. You're taking up space that doesn't need to be taken up.
If you got 55 characters and that's all you have to really entice somebody to click on your video, you want to use every last one of those characters. And let me show you something I've been doing on one of my things. So this is another channel that I've been working on. And like these are all just different. Oh, this is actually for Christina's latest video. I was working on a couple different variations of her title. And like the title is so important that, you know, I came up with like 10 variations. She came up with a bunch of variations as well and asked other people about, you know, different titles and just kind of crafted as good of a title as she can because it's that important.
And bouncing ideas for a title off of other people, it makes you think a little deeper. You're like, oh, wait, I got it, you know? Yeah. So it helps.
Like even this title here, Cobb County Schools, Jennifer R.E. Homes. I take out the Jennifer R.E. Homes and put something like, are you looking for the best Cobb County schools or do you want the best Cobb County schools? What are the best Cobb County schools? Question mark. Something that really makes me want to click.
Or you can even say the secret about Cobb County schools. People are like, what's the secret? What is it?
That would make me click.
Oh, she's from wait a minute. Roswell. I went to high school, Roswell, Georgia.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Roswell Hornets. Yep. I used to dress up in the Fuzzy Bee costume. I was the mascot for my school.
Oh geez. I could definitely see you doing that.
Shocking. I know, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is my old stomping ground, Roswell, Georgia.
That's good. Yeah.
Canton, Georgia is where I got my driver's license. That's funny.
And Jennifer, if you wanted to, you could go back and update some of these older thumbnails as well, just to kind of have that consistent style.
I never do it. I always say I'm going to do it. I never do it.
I've done it on a lot of mine. I went back and updated them.
If I know that the video is kind of like doing okay, or I have other videos that I know that will complement that old video, then I'll update it. But yeah, generally I'm just like, whatever, it's done.
Yeah. If they're decent videos and I go back and I'm actually still kind of proud of them, I think they have some good content, I may update them.
Yes. Right. If it's a good video that I know that it was really well done, I'll do that.
And so Jennifer, if you go into your YouTube, go to my channel and then go to customize channel, you can come in here and you can kind of say what's going to be on your homepage. And really what you can do is you can put playlists on your homepage. So you have to create playlists of different kind of stuff, maybe your market update playlist and maybe Cobb County playlist. And then you can say what order you want them to show up here on your home screen. Because when somebody, let's say they find your Cobb County school one, they click on your icon, this is what they're going to be presented with. And they're going to see this, be like, oh, she didn't have all that many videos. And it's just because that's kind of how they present the homepage. Unfortunately, it's kind of, I don't really like that they do that by default. But
but you just gotta kind of, but they give you the ability to change it up. It doesn't take you but a minute, you know? Yeah.
And so like if I go to my homepage, this is what it looks like. And I was able to put what order I want these videos and pretty much what videos I want on the front page of my my channel. So maybe something you want to do as well. I like her icon. Icon looks great. Jennifer Holmes, your North Atlanta realtor. New video every week. Yeah, I think it's a decent banner. You know, you got your value proposition in there, your North Atlanta realtor. That I'd say that text doesn't really pop out.
I was just gonna say that's probably the hardest text to read is that yellow. But other than that, it's fine.
Yeah, it's kind of a faded gold on a that gray. It doesn't really quite pop out. I would actually make that bigger. You know, I like
Where
having
it's the same width of the Jennifer Ree
yeah.
homes. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but I would have that as big as you can. So if somebody comes here, they know exactly what the value is of your channel and why they should subscribe to your channel.
And if you wanted to pop a little bit more, but you like that color, you could just add a little drop shadow to it.
Yeah.
So that would make it pop more.
Or add this pink background to it. If it's gold text, add that exact same pink background.
Like a bar across it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I think it's a decent channel. It's coming together. Let's actually watch a few minutes of one of her videos. We'll give you 30 seconds. We'll watch the first 30 seconds of your video. Let's see how that goes.
Who qualifies for it? Should you be taking it right now? And does it affect your credit report? So stay tuned. We're going to talk with my friend Reed Clark from Silverton Mortgage right now.
Okay, that's a good hook at the beginning. I like that. It's nice and short. And
I am Jennifer Ray with
Yep.
Jennifer Ray Homes.
Intro was short too.
And today I have a special guest.
yeah, that's good. You get right into it. It's none of this like, comment, subscribe, and all that nonsense. You're getting right into the content.
Mm-hmm.
And you notice what she did here is she took a Zoom call and then she filmed a custom intro for that Zoom call, and she did some editing to it rather than just uploading the Zoom call as is, which is what a lot of real estate agents would do.
Right. Don't be lazy.
Yeah.
Just spend a little bit more time on it, make it much more interesting. Yeah, it's good.
If you want to see best example of how to spice up a Zoom call, it's actually it's one of Christina's videos, and this should be like taught in schools, right? This video should get a lot more credit and like kind of put out there of the example of how to spice up a Zoom call. And so she did a Zoom call with somebody about a foldable home 1 month ago, up to 400,000 views. And let me just show you the first like 30 seconds of that video, just so you can see it. Whoops.
Here, in this spot, in front of a factory, in less than 24 hours. Say what? Basically, you can have a house like delivered to you in no time flat. By the time it gets there, you could go out to lunch and have your house built for you. You're gonna be learning more about Boxable and how they are able to do this and how incredibly cost effective it is.
Yeah, so she shot this whole custom intro, and the meat and potatoes of it is a Zoom call with somebody. And yeah, I'm talking about you did. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you add a bunch of B-roll to it and a bunch of custom shots. Like I cut
up the inner, like I cut up, like, cause it's a side by side, just like this, but I cut it up and moved it around the screen so you could, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So that way, you know, I could move the boxes anywhere I wanted to on the screen. So that way you could have all these different images with, you know, B-roll on the side. And apparently that was a good idea because a lot of people in my comment section really liked the guy that was talking. They really liked him. So they were like, that was a good idea. So like there were certain systems. He was talking about how, like, you know, mobile homes are on a chassis system. He was talking about how they're built in the factory. And so I wanted to use as many of those images as possible. And it just so happened they had, I made this little infographic. They had some of those infographics of the actual product itself. Just try to make that product more interesting, even though it's super interesting on its own. You just want, it's just like an infomercial, you know, when people are sitting there talking about, you know, Flex Seal, you know, how uninteresting is that? But when you put a guy in a boat that sealed it up over a porch screen and you know, floated down the river, that makes it much more interesting. I just try to use that same kind of thing, make something that's kind of interesting a lot more interesting.
Yeah. And I mean, 99% of the people out there, they would have just uploaded just the Zoom call and that's it. And that video would have gotten 12 views and that's it. So, I mean, this is a great example of how you can get like that valuable information and then really spice it up. Was there anything in the Zoom call that you didn't upload? Like, did you cut out and kind of trim off the fat on that Zoom call a bit?
It was a 45-minute phone call.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, it was a 45-minute phone call. So I just took the parts where I knew people were, the questions they'd be asking, how's it built? I don't want it to look like a box. How, you know, how did they get it there? What is it going to be available? How much does it cost? You know, like that's what people really want to know. So I just took those sections out and yeah, we climbed across there.
And it keeps your attention.
Anything to keep people's attention.
So yeah, Jennifer, if you want to do more Zoom calls like this, that may be something you want to do, is try to spice this up and shoot some more. Like, that's great that you had that custom intro that you shot, but you could do more B-roll and more things like that, just to kind of keep this thing spiced up and going.
Yeah, just add some little charts. Like this was about, like I think it was about taking the payment later on in your mortgage and what that does to affect your mortgage. So you'd even show some people walking down the street and, some kids playing outside when they're talking about kids and how it affects your family. You could even add some, charts where the line goes up and down on how much your interest is, anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just to kind of dress it up.
So let's see how she does her market update videos. Let's see.
The numbers are out for the first month of 2020, and I'm here to give you the facts, figures, and comparisons to last year at this time.
So that's good. She's starting off with a hook again.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, and welcome back to my channel. I am Jennifer Ray of Jennifer Ray Homes in Keller Williams, Atlanta North. If this is your first time to my channel, please take a moment to like it, leave a comment below, and most importantly, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below.
Oh, no.
Let's take that out.
So you can stay up to date on everything real estate.
Let's see.
Well, let's get right into what's been happening in the market this first month of 2020. We're going to take a look at...
Okay. So
I would have done it backwards. I would have done the market report and then said all that, because you gave them something first. You gave them the market report. So now they'll want to subscribe. So that's what you do that in call to action. That's what I think. That's
right. I typically don't like having that like, comment, and subscribe stuff at the beginning. And I mean, I see a lot of agents doing that, and none of them really have a whole lot of likes, comments, or subscribes. Like, I don't think it necessarily works all that well.
Why would you ask for something when you gave nothing?
Yeah. If you're going to do that, if you're going to ask for somebody to comment, ask them a specific question. Don't, say, what do you guys think? I really want to hear your opinion. Leave it as a comment down below. You could do that. Or you can say, hey, if you got any value out of this, hit that like button. And you could do that. I don't really recommend either of those call to actions. And if you ask somebody to subscribe, give them why they should subscribe. Like, hey, if you want to learn more about the Roswell real estate market, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Say, updated my latest videos. Like, give them a reason to do these things if you are going to go and ask for those things.
But asking for a comment at the beginning is a pretty smart, actually. If you're saying something like, have you taken, did you take the deference of your payment to the end of your loan? Let me know in the comment section. That would be a great way to get engagement at the beginning of a video.
So I stopped asking for comments in my videos. I used to ask for comments a lot, and I used to get a lot of engagement. But nowadays, right, the majority of your views are going to come from a mobile device. And if somebody's going to leave a comment on a mobile device, they need to first scroll through 15 suggested videos before they get to the comment section. So you got to hope that they don't get distracted by one of these other videos that YouTube thinks that they're going to be really interested in. Because of that, I think that it could cause people to leave your video. It also kind of breaks the spell. You watch a video and you kind of get entranced and you get stuck there watching that video. I don't want to disrupt that and then make them go down and like stop watching the video and like start leaving a comment or something like that. So that's me personally. I don't ask for comments anymore.
I don't. I do at the end.
Yeah.
Because like at the end of my Boxable video, I asked them, I said, so do you think this is the way that people are going to be building houses from here on out, or traditional homes going to stay? Let me know in the comment section. I do that at the end.
Yeah. I mean, Philip DeFranco, he's got a huge YouTube channel, and every video he asks people for their opinions. And he's got a huge comment section. Every single video, people are giving their opinions on like the daily stories and everything.
But he's been on YouTube for like, what?
15 years?
Yeah, he's been on here forever.
Yeah. All right. So let's, we may have time for one more. I think we had one we're going to look at and I got distracted.
Yeah, it was,
oh no, I got to scroll way down and find that post again.
We have so much engagement. You just have to search.
Yeah.
We should probably pin that to the top. Maybe pin that section at the top.
Yeah. I had it up there for a while. Okay, Jeremy says, I'd love for Malcolm to dive deep into how he does A/B testing with TubeBuddy.
It's the A/B testing tool. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, let's see if I can do that. TubeBuddy.
It's wicked simple.
How do I sign this? How do I sign in?
Right there with your Google account.
All right, let's take a look here. Yeah, so TubeBuddy, they have different levels. And you see I've got it on a few different accounts of mine, but I only have this Legend license on my real estate one. And that gives me that A/B testing stuff. And it costs $50 a month for that.
Mm.
And I don't know. I mean, it's probably worth it. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing here? I'm getting confused.
You're gonna go back, click on A/B testing. Click on the little icon. Yeah, click on that.
There we go. Yeah, TubeBuddy's got a lot of other features, and I really don't use any of them, except for the keyword suggest and then this A/B testing thing. So with this, right, it has $50 a month, and you just go up here to create A/B tests. You select what video you want. If you want to change just the thumbnail, you can do that, or you can select. You can actually do A/B testing against like your description and your title and a few other things. And yeah, you just kind of set it up. Mm-hmm. And I've done that before, kind of testing different titles in the past. So here's one here. And what it does is it switches out these thumbnails every day for X amount of days, and then it records the data for that.
Yeah, it's a default of 14 days.
Yeah. So here, this is a great example. I often say you don't need to have text in your thumbnails. You don't need to. And this is an example of one without text and one with text. And we can see here that the one with text actually won. But yeah, so the original one, this top one here had a 3.4% click-through rate, and this bottom one here had a 4% click-through rate.
Mm-hmm. But the other thing is too, have you ever tested it with your face and without your face?
I've had other videos like that, yeah, and I definitely had ones without the face do better.
And that was like the hardest pill for me to swallow. If you notice that, like, I used to put my face in every single thumbnail because I was trained that, your face is your branding and that's what you want people to do. And people connect with your face and you need to put your face in it. You need to put your face in it. But that is a bunch of hogwash if you want people to click on it. They're there for real estate. And do you know what they want to look at? Houses. So take your face out of there. Just try it. Just try it. See if it does better.
Yeah, I've had several that I stopped using my face, and I think it makes the videos look more professional, and yeah, sometimes putting your face in there kind of cheapens it in a way. I mean, it kind of depends. If you're you don't always have to have your face in there. It's just something. Oh, here's one I don't have my face in.
My React videos, I have my face in because it's a reaction. I'm reacting to a television show, so you should have a reaction in the thumbnail. It makes sense.
What do you need? My phone? Oh, there you go. We're trying to apply for a mortgage right now.
Good for you.
So, this is kind of weird. So look right here. It says the original got 5%, the variation got 4%. Mm-hmm. But then when I click on it, it says the original got 3% and the variation got 4%. Mm. I think TubeBuddy's being a little goofy there.
Yeah, for some reason, I can't even get mine to connect. My TubeBuddy Legend I can't even get it to connect. They actually said, well, just send me the variation and we'll look at it. So I was going to do that, and I still have yet to have done it because, I've been a little lazy lately, not going to lie.
That's all right. And Jeremy, there's another software called Thumbnail Blaster that I've been considering checking out.
I thought about that too.
Yeah, just because it's a one-time fee of $40, and they claim that they do A/B testing on your thumbnails. I don't know how they do it. I don't know if it's better than TubeBuddy, but for $40, I mean, I'm paying $50 a month for TubeBuddy. I've thought about doing this. Yeah, look, this is their A/B testing that they claim they can do.
I haven't tried it yet. I thought about it, but I haven't tried it.
I thought about it too, just to do like a review of this product and see how I like it. I may do that.
Just try it.
I'll make a video about testing it out.
There you go. Everybody's doing it, Malcolm. Come on.
Yeah, peer pressure.
Everybody's doing it. Come on, you can do it.
But yeah, Yeah, it's kind of a nice tool, that thumbnail A/B testing. Lately I've been kind of mixing it up a little bit though, in that I'll just upload a video and I'll watch it, and I feel like the first hour or two it doesn't really get the kind of traction that I want it to. I'll just replace the thumbnail at that point.
Well, I do that. I'm the one that showed you that. A lot of us do that just to kind of, because it's like within that first hour, it's going strictly to your subscriber base. So if they're not engaged with it, who else is going to be engaged with it? So you want to change it out.
I think I did that on this one. Now, one of these videos I did that on it. No, not this one. But here's another example of me not using my face in this last thumbnail. That video is doing pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of these I switched out the thumbnail like an hour or two in, and it ended up performing pretty well. All right, so where were we? We were right here, Insignia Studios.
Yep.
Let's check them out. Are we at, how long are we at? We're at an hour. So we'll make this the last one. Nope, I don't want to subscribe. So yeah, right off the bat, you don't have a channel trailer. Sorry, a channel banner. Something you probably want to add. And again, go into customize your channel and put a bunch of playlists here so somebody has some idea of what your channel's about when they first come to this page. So let's
that. It sounds like a gong. Gong. Don't do it again. It hurts.
Right, you get your headphones in, yeah. Okay, so what do you think? What do you think of these thumbnails?
Too busy. Too much going on. You got the green on the one side. You got a lot of words, a lot of icons. I have no idea. There's a lot going on there.
Yeah, a lot of text. The text really small. I'm on my desktop. I can't even read half the text.
Mm-hmm.
On a mobile device, it'd be almost impossible. So I would definitely simplify these a lot more. I mean, you could take this stuff out up here and just have the 5 reasons to do video marketing. If
you're looking for, as a branding element, just make it very small and put it in the corner. A lot of people do that.
Yeah. Is this even a real estate channel? It might not be. Is this guy a marketer? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's what it looks like he is. Yeah. Marketing hack for realtors. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'd work on your thumbnails. And that's kind of the big thing.
Uh-huh.
All right. He's not a real estate agent, though. We got an imposter.
Yeah, we got someone that snuck in, huh?
Yeah. Okay. I'll come back to that. Uh-huh. Let's take a look at Sherry here.
Okay. Sherry, baby.
Well, you got a lot of content. And this kind of goes back to the quantity versus quality.
No channel banner. What about our about section?
Yeah, no channel banner. We go into your about section.
Nothing.
I mean, put your contact information in there at the very least. Put what cities you cover, a little bio. Put your contact information.
Click on.
What's next?
Click on home.
Home. Let's take a look at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, and no playlist right here.
Just organize the front page just so people know that you have more than 5 videos on your channel.
And you have playlists. Yeah, so add more content to these. It looks like a lot of them don't have many videos. So add videos to this to kind of organize your content. That's really what the playlist and the home screen is, to help organize your content.
Mm-hmm.
And put that all on there. And I would say that these all look like screenshots as well. So you really want custom thumbnails for all of these.
But I do like that one, even though it's a screenshot. It's like the second video, the blue dots or the dots on it. I like that one. I kind of like that one. I like it.
I wonder, is she using Zoom for that? So keep living and loving 1-1. Pandemic affecting Bryan College Station. Realtor.com, National February update. So something like that, National February update, and that title and that thumbnail really doesn't tell me what that video is about. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't entice me to want to click on it. I really don't know what the video is about just from reading that.
Malcolm has a great saying. It's like, your title should be just like a headline of a newspaper, something that grabs people's attention.
Yeah.
And even like, not make it clickbait, don't lie, but make it as sensational as possible to make people more interested. Like, stop doing this now. Like, what should I stop doing when selling your home? Stop doing this now when you're selling your home. People will be like, what do I need to stop doing? you know. So
Yeah, I mean, this one looks more like a label, like you're labeling the video and you want to make it more of a headline.
right. And maybe she's just adding these to like an email dripping.
Right.
But even still, I mean, then no one's even clicking on the video on your drip email campaign either. So
And some of these, it does look like she has a little bit better titles: inspections versus appraisals. Like I at least know what that video is about. But the thumbnail is what's really holding you back on this one.
but that would have been the better title of that would have been what's the big difference between inspections versus appraisals? You know, what's the major difference? Because some people have no idea. They're like, well, I don't need an inspection. I just had an appraisal. I'm like, no, it's not even the same thing. You know?
And let me put the word home in there. Home inspection versus appraisal. What you need to know first.
What you
Something
need to
like that.
boring. No, you need to make it interesting. Like, you know, the major difference.
Whatever you do, don't mix up your inspection and an appraisal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, play around with that title. Right, an exercise that I like to do is I force myself to write out 10 different variations of a title just to get those creative juices flowing. And that title is always better after I do that exercise than when I start.
And if you can't come up with 10 variations, go into the group, put your your title up there and say, make this sound more clickable. I've done it. I just did it yesterday. Totally did that yesterday. And I got some pretty good feedback of titles ideas.
Yeah, let's see if I can find that post you did.
It was last night.
This one.
Yeah.
Please make this title sound more clickable. Yeah, you got 16 comments on that, you know, and that's yeah, put it out there. If you can't come up with a good title, you know, people absolutely will help you create a more clickable title, and they may give you some ideas that you never had.
Yep, indeed.
So let's watch one of these ones and see what exactly is going on here.
If you're not buying and selling houses all the time, some of the terminology can get confusing. I'm here to solve one mystery today. Hi, I'm Sherry Eccles, broker associate. I'd like to explain the difference between an inspection.
This must be on a Zoom, and it has like the background that removes automatically or something.
I think she's on a green screen and then she's adding it afterwards. You know, like you can do that. Like she's sitting in front of a green screen and then afterwards she's adding these little clips.
Yeah, that could be.
That's what I think. That's what I used to do this years ago.
Yeah, I mean, I really, the title and the thumbnail is what it comes down to. You know, people are not clicking on your videos in the first place. And let me look at her description and her tags. Did she do anything? Okay, you got a little bit of a description. That's good.
I used to write whole blog posts in there.
Yeah, I used to as well.
I
don't know if she has tags or not. No tags. Yeah. I mean, I would have just thrown a few tags in there. They're not the most important thing these days, but at least put home inspection, buying a home appraisal. What is a home inspection? What is an appraisal? Just kind of throw those general tags in there.
Yeah, just some, like, don't go crazy, but just, you know, like just throw things that actually relate to your video as tags. Don't sit there like I used to do for hours trying to find the magical keywords to put in my tags to make the video blow up, you know?
Yeah, I used to write big paragraphs like this as well. I mean, that's what that used to be the best practice. That's what they would tell you is write like a blog post in your description.
I spent so much time doing all that. I used to do it.
It's all changed now, though. That's not best practices anymore.
Thank God. Thank God. That was a lot of freaking work.
Yeah. I mean, it was easy to game the system back then, but now you actually have to create good content that humans react to. It's a reactive algorithm. Is that what they call it? Yeah. Anyway, I think it is. But anyway, the algorithm focuses on how users are reacting to your content.
It makes more sense. Because even, let me just put it this way, even if you have a really awesome thumbnail and a super perfect title and you get a ton of clicks, if your watch through or your you know, like people start watching and abandon your video immediately, then that already told YouTube the video stinks. You know, it's terrible. As many times as we showed this to people, they didn't even like it, you know? So yeah.
Oh, you're back in your studio now.
Oh, it says, do emojis matter in the title? Okay, so that is an interesting question. I have noticed that several people have been adding the emojis in the title. It doesn't hurt your title. I know that for a fact. but I cannot say with any true confidence that it will help your video either. I have not seen any kind of data on that. It does make it look kind of neat because I've seen them in titles, but I don't think that it's the magic key that's going to make your channel blow up or your video blow up because you added an emoji at the beginning. I saw this on another person's channel, and they have literally changed every single one of their titles to have an emoji in it. And I don't know. Still, you still got to get humans to click on it. So adding a bunch of emojis isn't going to make the thing.
Yeah, I would say it's not a very popular feature on YouTube. You can do it, and I don't think it hurts your title in any way in terms of the algorithm. And in some ways, it may help your title stand out a little bit more. But I would say that it's not really part of the culture here on YouTube. It's not very common. You don't see a lot of people doing it, even the big creators. And it's just not
But
really something.
Though, Malcolm, it is a thing. I heard this on vidIQ, and I heard several people talk about it, and so I'm actually watching people that have done this to see if it did make a difference in their view count.
Okay.
I see no significant change in their view count from their channel before adding the emojis. I mean, I don't know. Well, I think time will tell, but I don't think it's I don't think it's if you add an emoji now your video is going to get 1 million views. That's
right. I've tried it on a few of my videos. I mean, I could go back and you can do groups. So I could group all my videos with the emojis and all my videos without the emojis and see if there's any big difference in the titles or the views. I kind of doubt it. My top videos don't have emojis. I'll put it that way.
Mine don't either.
Yeah. Even though I have kind of played around with it. So yeah, if you want to do it, go for it. But there's no real significant difference.
Right. It says, she said, what do you think about a call to action at the end with a free download? Totally done this. And it worked a couple years ago, but it doesn't work for me anymore. But try it, test it, see if it works. I think anything you can try, at least try it. But I used to do it and it did work for that period of time, but it hasn't worked for me since then.
Yeah, I would say, in my experience, just giving them your contact information is one of the best call to actions you can do. Right. After talking to Ken Pozak, he does a lot of leads from YouTube, and he's tried downloads and free guides and everything, and just your contact information is really just the best call to action. Mm-hmm. And on another note, YouTube measures what people do after they watch one of your videos. And let's say something significant, like 10% of the people left YouTube to go to your website. YouTube can see that, and that wouldn't really be very beneficial to your video. It could actually hurt the performance of your video. Correct. And leaving your channel. Now, I do use affiliate links on a lot of my YouTube videos on some other channels, and those videos still do very well. So I think if it's only like 1% of the people actually leave the video to go to your page, it may not be that significant. But if like 10% of the people left YouTube altogether, that could theoretically hurt the performance.
I have one video with an affiliate link. It didn't hurt the video's performance.
Oh, good. Is that the foldable home?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You want to do a Bitly link for that and track how many people actually click on that. I'd be kind of interested in seeing that.
I didn't even think of that. I had an issue with my links there for a minute, so I was told not to use any link shorteners.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
why is that? I use link shorteners.
They said because a lot of people were like using the link shorteners deceptively to send to other types of sites and everything, that the raw link is easier for YouTube to read, and there wouldn't be any confusion to what the actual product was. Okay.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, just sometimes the raw links, especially on Amazon products, they're freaking huge,
Mm-hmm.
And the Bitly just takes up a lot less space. Jennifer says, thank you. Such good advice. We'll do all the updating.
You're welcome, Jennifer Wright.
You're welcome.
Waka.
Oh, I did that one. Let's see. Okay, party people, keep on rocking.
Gotta
run. That's all right.
All right.
Thanks for the tips from Tristan. Jeremy, I thought you had to go. So you need pro account to do the testing. Yeah, $50 a month for TubeBuddy in order to do the A/B testing.
Mhm.
Kind of, it's a little steep, but I mean, I have ads turned on my channel. I make maybe $150 a month off my real estate channel, so I figure I'm just kind of reinvesting that money. That's kind of how I look at it.
$150.
Yeah, off my real estate one. What's that?
I thought you'd make more than that on your real estate channel.
Well, let's take a look. I don't know. I haven't checked it in a while.
Well,
I have one of my videos is doing pretty good. Yeah, 30,000 views, $137 in the last month on that. Even though the CPMs are pretty high in this channel.
my CPMs tanked last month. Tanked.
Really?
Oh yeah, 42%, down 42%.
Let's see. So how can I look my CPMs? More metrics.
No. Okay, you can do that.
This works. So mine look like they're kind of holding steady. So I'm getting an average of about $10 per 1,000 views.
I was at like $17.
Wow.
And then it's down from there.
Let's go back. Okay, so if I go back 90 days, it is down a little bit. I'm gonna go back a year. Yeah, it's kind of staying pretty solid for last year, somewhere around $10 for every 1,000 views.
Mhm.
And
Which
then
super high.
yeah,
In grand scheme of things, this is way good for CPMs on YouTube.
yeah, people are always focused on subscriber count, but if your business model around YouTube's focused on CPMs, then your what niche you focus on, that can change. Some niches have higher, they pay you more for advertisers than other niches.
In the real estate niche, they pay you a lot.
Yeah. Anything with real estate or finances, they pay you a lot.
Yeah, or medical. Medical does pretty well.
So this is my outdoor channel. My average CPM is $5.59 per 1,000 views.
Half the amount.
Yeah, literally half. That's crazy. So on a channel like this, you need a lot of views, or you need other ways to monetize it. And on this one, I have affiliate links in a lot of my descriptions, and I make almost the same amount of money through affiliate links as I do ads that are played on my videos.
Hey, that's double your income. That's perfect.
Yeah,
That's perfect. And you get to talk about something you enjoy.
Yeah, it's kind of a fun channel.
Yep.
And then Sarah says, what is the best practice for the description? What do you think?
I just say, just write something that describes your video. Don't go crazy. Don't try to keyword stuff it, because I used to do this. I used to try to, take the magical keyword phrase that I found from all those keyword search tools and try to lace it into the paragraph and make it sound as keyword stuffed as possible. And guess what? That isn't the thing. Just make it sound, just talk about the video in a short paragraph. That's it. Don't go crazy.
That's all I do. I write 2 to 3 sentences at the very top of the description, just kind of about the video. And then below that, I usually have my default description. And there I have links to playlists on my channel, maybe links to specific videos, maybe links to my website, all my contact information. Sometimes I may have like a brief bio in there, maybe links to my social media account, that kind of stuff. And that's all just automatically populates in there. And then I just put just kind of one paragraph for each of the different videos.
Absolutely.
All right. I'm tired of talking.
Me too. I'm sick of my voice. There's many days I can't stand myself, and I'm at that point.
Oh, no.
I always say I'm so good I can't stand myself.
Uh-oh. Wait. We got to keep talking. I got one more question here. What is the purpose of keywords then? Any? So keywords used to be really important. That used to be what the algorithm is really based off of. So, I mean, by keywords, I'm guessing you mean
in Malcolm's mind ever since.
I'm guessing you mean like tags. Yeah, I mean, tags used to be really important, and YouTube used to really look at that kind of stuff with a similar algorithm that the Google search algorithm have. So, I mean, I'll say, like, if I put moving to Maryland, which is a keyword, if I put that in my title and I put it in my description, I put it as a tag, in my opinion, I think it does help my videos rank for that search term. And also the fact that I'm making my videos about that keyword. but they don't need to be in there. I have a video about living in Maryland, and that video ranks on the first page of Google when you type in moving to Maryland, even though I don't have that exact keyword in the title. So doing keyword research, there's still some benefit to that, just to see what people are actually searching for, get some ideas for videos. But it's just not as important as it used to be.
Okay, so if you find a keyword phrase that you're like, wow, this would make a really good video series, then you're probably better off than making one video about that particular keyword. So if you did a video, let's just say, moving to Dallas, like you said, you did 3 other videos that related to moving to the Dallas area, that's going to do a heck of a lot better than doing one video and hoping that one video with that magical key phrase is going to boost your channel to the nth degree. It just doesn't work that way.
Yeah, and I mean, sometimes I'll also do it just to see what kind of language people are using. So I may do some research and see, are people typing in moving to Maryland, living in Maryland, relocating to Maryland, or buying a home in Maryland? Like, what is the actual verbiage that people use? And out of those, people type in living in Maryland most often. That's from my keyword research that I've done. Mm-hmm. So then I'm going to kind of make a video about living in Maryland, knowing that that's going to resonate with that audience more than relocating to Maryland might resonate with that audience.
Yeah, but I instead of using like keyword research tools, I go to Google Trends and see if that's even trending right now. Because sometimes some things may look like a great keyword phrase, but it wasn't a great keyword. It's only a great keyword phrase, let's just say at Christmas time. So I do the Google Trends a lot.
Yeah, Google Trends is pretty useful. If you're not familiar with it, it shows you. Let me just show you one. So it shows you how popular a term is right now compared to like its all-time high. So, I mean, it's a little confusing sometimes. If this is all the search traffic, it doesn't actually give you the traffic, but it shows you at its peak, which is right here.
But that is a perfect example of reading it. It shows exactly how many days it takes before it starts to do that peak again. So you would publish this when it was starting to trend upwards, so you could ride the wave for when it does peak.
Yeah. So on my outdoor channel, I was doing some keyword research and I was looking up EDC, and I noticed this pattern. It's a very clear pattern that every year in May, there's an increase in searches for the search term EDC, which stands for everyday carry. I don't know why that is. I have not figured that out. I was thinking Father's Day, but Father's Day is in June. Mm-hmm. But whatever, that's next month. We're going to hit that big peak again of people searching for EDC. And so on my outdoor channel, I'm making a lot of content about that. Like you made one about tornadoes. I wonder if that's a search, like a growing trend. Tornado.
Yeah, no.
Do it with an S. I wouldn't be surprised if that was like kind of cyclical. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, but seasonal stuff about Christmas and holidays, that would probably have a big pattern like that.
Mm-hmm. And the other one I'm doing is buying mobile home parks.
So let's see, tiny homes. That's a pretty solid one. Mm-hmm. It's definitely higher than it was 5 years ago. You want to do buying mobile home park. Mm-hmm. There's an S in there.
So it's up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down.
Yeah. And so in case they can be a little confusing to understand at first, but what it's actually showing you is it finds like the peak and says, okay, this was, let's say 100% right here. This is the highest search volume. And then it was down to 60% of its all-time high. Mm-hmm. And now it's back up to 82% of its all-time high in search volume. Mm-hmm. So moving to Maryland, let's see. And I mean, that kind of tell you if there's more or less people. Kind of looks like there's less people typing that in than were, a couple years ago. Mm-hmm. So this is kind of another cool little tool that you can use for keyword research. And then another free one that I use is called ubersuggest.com. Mm-hmm. And this one will actually tell you the average search volume, how many people are actually making a search for a keyword every month. So let's see, EDC probably has quite a few. 135,000 people search for EDC every month on average. All right.
All right.
Oh, wait, we got one more. How do you translate those trends to local trends? Isn't that what you want? Local viewers to translate to buyers, sellers.
Yeah, you could still use Google Trends for that. Like he was saying with the Maryland, you can like Maryland, you just want to see where the search traffic is coming from and when it peaks. So you just put in like buying a house in Maryland or
here's Annapolis. So maybe like Annapolis, or how about like things to do in Annapolis? Is there a time of the year that's a really popular term? Yeah, it kind of looks like it. It dies down in November and October, and then it picks back up in the summertime. That search term, things to do in Annapolis, and then it kind of dies down in the wintertime. It picks back up in the summertime.
Yep. So that's when you want to do a video like that.
Yeah. So don't do a video about top 10 things to do in Annapolis in the middle of December.
Nope.
You know, publish that kind of at the peak, or not the peak, but at the starting of this upwards trend.
Right. Ride the wave like you're surfing.
How about boating in Annapolis? Annapolis. That's probably, oh, no, not enough. Annapolis homes for sale. What's staying more or less solid, fluctuating a lot, but you know that, I mean, that may also be another good way to figure out where people are searching for, like what state. Like if I typed in moving to Maryland, let's see what state is searching for that most. Virginia. So it looks like a lot of people in Virginia are searching about moving to Maryland.
Right.
You know, that may give you a little bit more information right there.
You could totally do a video as why Maryland's better than Virginia.
Yeah, I've been planning on making that video for a couple of years now. I never have.
Yeah, why Maryland's better than Virginia.
I'm in a weird place in my business right now because I've got enough leads. I don't really need any more leads. And then I'm just kind of exploring different ventures. See what else is out there.
You're still making a paycheck. Who cares what you're doing?
I'm living a good life.
Yeah, if you're taking it easy, have at it, my friend.
All right. I think that's a good place to end it for the day.
All right, my friend. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for your questions. Please post questions after this is done. Throw them in there. We'll revisit them the next time we're on here. And if you want a channel review, go ahead and throw that in the section as well.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
And we're done.